Wisconsin Poet Laureate and Milwaukee's 2021 Artist of the Year, Dasha Kelly Hamilton is an acclaimed writer, performer, and creative change agent. In her captivating play, Makin Cake, she slices into American history, exploring race, culture, and class in a refreshing way.
The story that I tell is the history of race, class, and equity in the United States by giving the history of cake. And I have two bakers on stage, and there is multimedia playing in the middle of me telling these stories that really gives an outline of decisions, of policies, of opportunity, of social contracts that have us in the conversations we're in today, all by telling the developments and history of being able to bake a cake. So in this experience, not only are you hearing from me and I'm shaping this story of where we've all been, we have cake together as part of the show, as part of the experience, for us to continue talking about our own recipes, if you will, and what added ingredients we can all talk about and exchange and consider moving forward. So one of the metaphors that comes to life, for example, I end the show reminding us that we're all coming out of the same batter, this same cake, the same nation, these same rules, these same laws, the same ambition to do and be great. But our experiences, our slices are incredibly different. Who would have thought that bakers on stage and magic markers would lead to such rich conversations? But in so many ways, we're not encouraged to be curious and to seek things that haven't already been handed to us. None of us have all the answers. So I hope that people leave this show remembering that we don't all have the answers, and hopefully we all have a sweet tooth. We can get there.
We've always had cake. Cake just hasn't always been possible. First of all, the process of baking was ridiculously time intensive. You had to dry the flour in front of the fire, sift it and weigh it. The raisins had to be pitted, the currants had to be washed and dried, the spices had to be pounded. A cake could take days, which is why they've always been attached to celebration. I mean, nothing says I love you and hey shawty, it's your birthday like 4 days of cake making.
Dasha Kelly Hamilton, Makin Cake, this March in the Concert Hall.